Hey guys, it's April. This is your annual supporter file. I am going to quickly show you guys how this file goes together. You have your base. This is a square card, and you have that piece there. You're just going to fold it on its score, and then you're going to take your black panel here, and we are going to place that on the top. I'm gonna bring that over, and I'm gonna line that up. Oops, I got a little fuzzy I didn't cut off. I'll trim that off with my blade later. Maybe, there we go. Maybe I got it tucked in enough. All right, so that's super easy, super simple. And then mine, I have the bees. Now you're gonna have a file that's gonna have the bees in there and a couple of the other things that I use, but you're also gonna have just the blank file so that you can add any theme you want, butterflies, whatever, in your file. And I'm just going around the edges of my cardstock because I don't want that white edge to show once I place it onto my pieces here. I'll show you kind of what that looks like. You can see the white edge there, but it's going to be more prominent if I go around and I cover that white edge. It's going to give me just a little bit better look. And you can use any of your alcohol markers, or you could even use water-based markers here, should be fine. Just go right around and cover those areas. That little area in between his antennae. There we go. So got that one, and then the last one. And this is a totally optional step. Again, I just think it gives a nicer little look. I got a little paper tick there that I didn't get out, or didn't come out when I took it off my mat. Try to get it to the back there so I can get rid of it. And finish that one up. This is a really, really cute, fun card, I think. And then I'm just gonna go right there in the middle. Don't wanna forget that little center. All right, so I've done that to my cards. I'm done with my Copic marker. All right, I'm gonna set that base to the side, and you've got your main piece. Now you're gonna have to pop these little ticks loose, and that's so it's easy to peel off your mat without damaging it. You're going to valley fold on that score, and then you are going to mountain fold on this score, and then you are going to valley fold on this score. So it should look something like this when you're done. We're just going to open it back up. And this is actually the top, right? And then this is the left, okay? And you've got 3 pieces like this. Now yours in the file won't have the shaped ends on them. I welded that on just to give me a little bit different look. You don't have to weld on an offset shape if you don't want to. You can just glue, yours is going to be squared off. You can just glue your image onto the end. But I wanted that little bit of a border, that little bit of a pop, because I'm going to put foam dots on these. So that's why I did mine that way. Now, once you've got those folded, you're going to fold up on its score line, just like so. You're going to decide which order you want yours in. And I had mine as Be Kind. And so that one is going to go into that top slot. So I'm just gonna, I've already folded it on its score. I'm just gonna straighten it back out and I'm gonna thread it through. Okay, that's it. Just gonna let it sit there. It's just gonna live right there for a minute. And then I've got my Be Loving in the middle. And I have two files, one that has the flattened font. It is the Bumblebee font. I don't know where I got it. I've had it for a while. You might find it on Creative Fabrica, defont.com, or fontbundles.net. I have links down below. And then I'm putting my Be Happy at the bottom. Okay. I'm just going to place all of those in and thread them through. And then I'm just going to flip it over. Okay. And here is where you want to be careful about what you're doing, because you do want these to be straight or your mechanism's not going to work. So I'm just going to fold that back and make sure that I only put glue on that portion. And I'm going to slide it back. I want to make sure that it's through the front window. I'm just going to slide it back and make sure that this is straight. I'm not worried about the other twos. I just want this one to be straight. You don't want it off to the side. I'm just going to place that down. And then I'm just going to check my mechanism here and make sure that it's folding back without any drag on that. So while I still have time to adjust. And it seems to be fine. Okay, so that is all I want. I just want to make sure that it's closing. You can see what's happening here, that it's pushing that forward and it's not dragging on it. Okay, now I'm going to move to the other one. I'm just going to fold that one back. I'm going to put some glue on that one. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. I want to bring that score right up to the other score. And make sure that it's straight. Don't want it at an angle at all. And again, I'm just going to check and make sure that my mechanism's still working. And then the last one. And check it. And it's moving just perfectly fine, no problem. So I'm good to go there. I'm just going to open it back up. All right, so you've got it open, and I've got my shaped ones, and they're going to hang over that edge, and that's perfectly fine. And I've got it laying flat. I'm going to flip that over. And I'm going to place glue just on this area only. And you can use tape if you prefer. But I want to, before I glue that, I'm going to look and make sure that I've got it the right way. And this is the correct position. And then I'm going to make sure, and you can even fold it back, make sure that my lettering is all going the same direction here. And I am going to flip them both at the same time. And now I'm going to place this piece even with the end of that, but I want it to overhang on both sides. Okay, so I still got a little wiggle room there. Just going to glue that right down. Okay, so now when I pull it, I should be able to read those. I'm just going to pull them up, and I should be able to read this one as well. They should all be going in the same direction. So I'm just going to close it back up. I'm going to flip that over. And now we are going to do the tricky part here. I'm going to use tape on mine. You can use glue. You want to make sure that your mechanism, you don't come up too close to your mechanism here. And I'm just going to run a line of tape down through here. And I'm using tape because glue can squish up and trap your mechanism, and you don't want to do that. But you can use glue if you're super careful. I'm just rushed for time, and tape is just faster in this area. Now this side you don't have to worry too much about. just going to run an extra line right here. Don't need it, but why not? And then right here where your mechanism is, make sure everything is just like I want it. Everything's working. With it laying flat, I'm going to place tape right along that edge. And then right along this edge. Snip that off. All right. And now we are going to peel those tapes back. I'm just going to peel that one back and fold it over. I'm going to do the same here and here, 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 and here. So I've just got all my papers folded over. I'm going to make sure my card is going the right way. This is the top, and you can slide it out just enough to see if you need to, not a big deal. And we're just going to line it up right on its base. And press it down. And then I'm just going to pull all of those tapes out. And press it down. Okay. And now your mechanism should be working. Oops. I bent mine. Don't bend yours. But they should be working just fine. Okay. And now you're going to flatten that out. And then you have this panel that's going to go on there. And the easiest way to do this is just don't put any glue past your score lines. You just want to be inside the score lines and not past the edge. So stay in that area. And then I'm just going to turn it this way so that I can, got some fuzzies. Black paper does that. So I'm just going to place that on that panel. You have a very small border here, not much. And press that down. I'm going to open up my card, and I'm going to place my beautiful down in the center. I like to leave a little extra room. I want it centered horizontally, not vertically, but if you want to put yours in right dead middle, you can do that too. Just going to close that up. And now I have my Just Because, and we're going to place that right on top of that one. And I've got another little tick here. Maybe time for a new blade. And again, just a small border on that. I'm going to place that down. And I'm going to, while that's closed, completely closed, I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, and you can put whatever shape that you want. And I have mine written, this says pull, and I'm going up under that little tab, and I'm going to place that down, and then I'm going to pull it out, make sure it's not interfering with my wording, and it's fine, other than I've got fibers. I need a new blade, guys. There we go. So, I'm not sure why that piece is, because I bent it, that's why. Try not to bend your pieces before you get it all the way together. And now I'm going to place my little bees. And I'm using a foam dot on these, the thin ones from Close to My Heart. And my little laughing bee is going to go down here by the Be Happy. And then my bee with the little hearts is going to be up here with the Be Loving. Press him down. And then this little bee is going to go up by the Be Kind. just like so. How stinking cute is that? Be kind, be loving, be happy, be strong, and then beautiful. So I think that's super cute. I am going to put some Nuvo drops on the corners, just on 2 corners here. I'm going to do a large dot on each corner. That one's needs to be a little larger. There we go. And then I'm going to do a medium dot and a smaller. Then I'm going to rotate it and I'm going to do another medium dot and a smaller. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And I'm using the black Nuvo drops here, crystal drops. How fun is this card? So I'm going to set that off to dry. This file will be the annual supporter file for the 18th of August, 2021. You guys will find it on the tab there on Wednesday. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will catch you on the next one. Please give a thumbs up, a like, a share, and I'll catch you on the next video.